right, everybody, we're out here in about 16 feet of water in the middle of Tampa Bay. And this is an area there's some ledges, real hard bottom, some pretty good growth. It's a great spot when the water gets really cold for big sheephead, but it's not quite there yet, but we thought we'd give it a shot because sometimes we get a lot of gray snapper that move into the bay, and some of them get to be pretty good size. And usually this place will hold some mango snapper late into the season, late into the fall. So we're gonna give it a shot. We got the area marked, and Ron and I are gonna give it and see what we can do for you. See if we can get you some fish. Oh, yep, there we go.
Nice little grunt.
Oh, just had a puffer come after this one. It's a big old sheephead. Ooh, it's a good fish.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Uh-oh, might be a grouper. It's pulling down in it. Trying to take in the rocks. Did it take in the rock?
I think it did.
Yep. Took into the ledge.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't break them off, did you?
Yeah.
Ah.
There we go.
There we go. Got him.
He's not real big, but
Hey. There you go. Ready to go. There we go. Over here.
you got one too.
I got one too.
Double.
All right, here's another one.
They're fun to catch.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I got him again.
Oops.
Got him. I'm telling you guys, this is unbelievable right here in Tampa Bay. I mean, we're getting these gray snapper or Key West grunts, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they're just stacked up underneath the boat. One, must be about 300 or 400 of them under there. Plus there's some mango snapper down there. And we've lost a couple of grouper already. So they're here. Those are called gray snapper by the party boat people because it sounds better than Key West grunts, but they're very good eating. And one of the things, if you want to fish Tampa Bay for these, for grouper, the Key West grunts, the mango snapper, especially in the fall, all you got to do is just get out and start looking for some hard bottom and fish it and mark it. Sometimes if the tide isn't right, you might not get anything, but don't give up on it. I always try a spot 4, 5 times with different tide movements. And then after that, and then if I really don't do anything, then I kind of give up on it. But a lot of times I'll go to a spot 3 different times. And the 4th time, the tide just happens to be a little different or whatever, and you start catching fish. And now I got another waypoint. So let's see what happens, but Ron's already lost 2 grouper here. Of course, and he's laughing about it. But I told him, I said, the 3rd one, he's got to go swimming back. And it's a long swim. We're not that close to shore.
I agree.
All right, let's do it again. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just throwing it behind the boat. I have a ledge right behind me that drops down about 10 feet. And we're fishing right along the edge of that ledge. That's all we're doing. We're kind of bringing that bait almost right on top of the drop off. And that's where those fish are swimming all the way around. There he goes, I'm already, there you go, I'm getting another bite. There we go, I got another one. Oh, no, you let go. Let it go back down. we go, there we go. I got him now, I got him now, got him now. Got another one. Look at the size of this one. Lord have mercy. Look at that. Look at that. Bring them in. You got the biggie.
Yeah, he's a little bigger.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's eating size right there.
Yeah, it's your lucky day. We're not gonna eat you.
Okay. All right, nothing but grunts, guys. One grunt after the other. Key West grunts, or the preferred name for the offshore party boats, gray snapper. And you can hear their grunting all the time. Come on, there you go. Say hello. Now, it's one of the things that we're also using, because with grunts, they're bait stealers. So what we did, we bought some squid, and we're using cut up squid, because the squid will stay on the hook a lot longer, and you might get 10 bites and still have squid left to catch the Key West grunt with. So this is a bigger piece, because we know there's a few grouper here, so I'm kind of in between trying to see if I can get that grouper to bite, and if not, I'll settle for the Key West grunt. But again, this is in the middle of Tampa Bay, beautiful day. If you look around you, there's thousands of thread fins swimming around the boat, and we're right on top of a ledge. And that's why all the fish are sitting here. They're right on the edge. Oh, you got another one. That one sounds like a good one.
Yep.
Don't lose them.
I'm not going to.
If you lose them, you're in trouble.
I'm not swimming back.
All right. Well, there you go. Tell us about them there, Ron. Isn't that pretty? Look at that beautiful mouth.
Beautiful fish, got blue stripes down the side, orange mouth. I think they can get up about 10, 12 pounds. I think the state record's about 15. He's not going to be the record.
Well, he might be someday. Don't lose that one. It's a long walk back. Oh, look at the size of that Key West grunt. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look at that fish. That's a biggie. Oh, God, look at that. Here, Ron. Yeah, we got to get a picture of you with that. Look at that. Oh, Lord.
That's a nice one.
Hang on. Let me get a picture of you with that.
Sergio would say he's a sandwich.
That makes a great sandwich right there, man. I'm telling you. Hang on, let's see here. Let's get you a nice picture. Oh yeah. Oh,
You got one too?
oh, I had one too, and he took me in the rocks. All right, Ron, another nice one. You might not have to swim back at all.
Thank you. Back to the bottom.
Woo! Here we go, Ron. Oh, I got a mangrove snapper because I was using shrimp. Look at that. See, there's a little bit of everything here. All right, now these guys, they have to be a minimum of 10 inches to keep. You're allowed to keep 5, and they're delicious eating. I mean, mangrove snapper is a delicacy as far as I'm concerned. Filet on each side, lightly toasted Cuban bread, sauteed onions, filet of this side just lightly breaded on some Cuban toast. Man, you got yourself a sandwich. And they're great fighters, a lot of fun to catch. And again, they're good eating, and you're allowed 5 per person per day.
As instructed.
What did you get me?
Your fish of the day.
Another Key West grunt. Gray snapper.
Another grunt.
All right, that's it. One last one. This is it. Another, oh, this is a baby one. Ron, this is terrible. Look at this. Look at this. That's all right.
He's trying to get big.
And I didn't even get him. I got him outside the mouth. He was just chewing on a piece of leftover bait. His bigger brother probably ate the bait. Okay, we got it.
Nice little grunt.
Uh-oh, just had a puffer come after this one. All right, everybody, here we are again, Tackle Talk. And, kind of follow up on today's fishing. It's like we always say, that's why they call it fishing and not catching, or not just anything. The weather plays an important role. We try to do the best we can. On this particular trip, we were trying to go after sheephead out in the middle of the bay, one of my favorite spots to do things a little different. But the water temperature was still too high. It was in the 68, 67, and really it should be down in 60, in the low 60s, even 58 would be great. That's when the big female sheephead move into the bay. But we gave it a shot. We went out there, we tried. Yep, no sheephead bite, but we did get into a bunch of mangrove snapper and gray snapper, or you want to call them Key West grunts. Years ago, the party boat people started calling them gray snapper because they sounded better. But actually, they're really, really good to eat. Now, we had to kind of make some changes here because of what happened. But some of the techniques that we used to catch those mangrove snapper and the Key West grunts, and by the way, we did lose a couple of big grouper because they are in these rock piles. The only problem was we weren't ready for them. We were using pretty light tackle because I like to use light tackle for sheephead. But I'm going to go over a little bit of what we did. Number one is your leader. You want to have a long leader. And we use anything anywhere from 20-pound test to 15-pound test to 25. If I can get away with 20, or if the bite's real finicky, I'll go down to 15. And again, if you're looking at leader, you don't have to spend tons of money on expensive fluorocarbon leader. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of brands out there that don't have the big company name that you can buy for a lot less money, and they're just as good in quality. You've got Advance, which is pretty good. You got Ohiro brand, you've got Cigar, you got all these different brands out there. And actually, and I said this before in a couple of my videos, that I use this soft steel right here, and it's nothing but a high-grade monofilament. And this is 15-pound spool. This spool, it cost me probably, what, 100 yards of fluorocarbon, 150 yards of fluorocarbon would cost you. But I got, this particular one has 1,000 meters. Think about how many feet you got in this spool for about $30. So it's well worth the money for you to shop around sometimes. If I was snook and red fishing, maybe fluorocarbon. But actually, when I'm bottom fishing, it doesn't matter as long as you got a good quality leader. But again, if I can get away with 15, if the bite's really finicky, if not, I'd rather use 20 or 25. But sometimes you get forced down to 15. But here's some of the techniques that we use to catch these Key West grunts and mango snapper. Is number one, I talked about this before, it's the what I call the yellowtail jigs, and they come in different sizes, but I get the 1/0 and the 2/0 hooks on these, and they're called yellowtail jigs. And to me, it doesn't matter what color. I've got them white, yellow, chartreuse, natural color. It doesn't matter. They all work really good. But that's one way. If you don't have a lot of tide, I'm fishing in 10 to 15 feet of water for the sheephead, this will work perfect. By the way, they also make these in what they call a kale hook. This is a number 2 kale hook. I like to use this one because for cut bait, works really good. I like glow beads. For some reason, for sheephead fishing, glow beads really attract them. Either 3/8, half-ounce sinker. You might have to go to a 3/4 ounce sinker, maybe a 1 ounce sinker. The lighter the sinker, the better chances are catching those sheephead in deep water. And if you noticed, I always have pretty long leaders because I want to stay pretty invisible if possible. And I do a loop knot when I use this size bead, and what it does, 2 things. It acts like a shock absorber when it hits on top of that bead, plus it lets that live bait, that live shrimp, or that fiddler crab just wiggle as much as he wants. If I go into the heavier weights, then what I do is I use a smaller bead. I use the little small beads right here, and those seem to work really good. And then I go to a 1/2 ounce, 3/4, or a 1 ounce sinker. Same way, I'll use either